Cooling. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Father of Latter-day Saints, Jehovah Witnesses, and everyone. Oh my God, y'all. Jay Wilson's life was epic tonight. Do anybody agree? What's up, Meaty Black? Oh my God, y'all in the house. Oh my God. You know what? For some reason, I thought it was a lot later than it was. And when I looked at the clock, I was like, oh, it's not that late. I can go live after JW. Whoo, child. Y'all know. Child. I should have made a poll. I should have made a poll. What's up, family of Six Rocks? What's up? Y'all come on in this motherfucker. Come on into the hood table. Have a seat at the hood table. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Please and thank you very much. I appreciate it. Share out the live. I know it's a lot of bigger content creators who might be live right now. You know, as little content creators, we just got to get in where we fit in. So I was like, it's not too late. I got to get up at like 6:30-ish for work. But, you know, it's not too late. I can go live to get my little commentary on what I just saw. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to speak about what we just saw. And I want y'all input for sure, for sure. What's up, Drunk Meek? Oh, my God. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, you said I'm catching up. I fall asleep drunk. The Predator said the person was from the most 3 sector. I went back to listen to the voice, but you know what? I got questions. Okay, damn, I should have made a poll, but I got too many questions, so I couldn't even make a poll because I got too many questions. For one of my questions is, do y'all think that was really Kiki's baby daddy? Some people were saying it sounded like Rolex. And I haven't heard Rolex speak in forever. Hell, I haven't heard Dory speak in forever. I didn't even know Dory was still on this. What the fuck? Dory showed up on Jay Wilson's panel tonight, and I'm like, hold up, where the fuck Dory? Where's the YouTube wannabe lawyer? Where's she been? And so I can't, me personally, I'm not gonna say I thought that was Rolex or I thought that, I don't know. I ain't never heard Kiki's baby daddy before, but he did sound like an old ass nigga. He did sound really old. And I was like, I know Kiki only like so, but shit, you know how it is. Shit, you know, these hoes be out here messing with these OGs, and they be trying to be sugar daddies, and ain't no telling. I ain't on here to drag her baby daddy or not, even if that was or was not her baby daddy. Shit, I don't know if it was or was not her baby daddy, but he sounded old as fuck. Old as fuck. Like, damn. But anyway, that reminds me, when I was in high school, no, when I was in grade school, when I was in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, no, wait a minute. After grade school is 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I was in 4, 5, 6, like, you know, before junior high. And one of my friends in the neighborhood, they mama was really old. We was all like 11, and they mama was like 40, and they daddy was 65 when we was like 11. And by the time we got to graduating around high school, they daddy was like 90. And I remember when he passed away and everything. But yeah, they mama was old as fuck. They daddy was older as fuck. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, you said I think her baby daddy is older than me. Child, yeah, he do sound old as fuck. But I have to say, whether that was him or was not him, he put on a good front if that wasn't him. I mean, he tried to seem like he tried to keep it in the bag for a minute, and then Ken was like, "Fuck that! I'm from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans." And he was like, "I don't give a fuck if you from New York." And yes, it's the hood table. We cuss off back, so we don't be worrying about the green or the yellow button over here because our shit always green. So that's why I always laugh when people say, "Oh my gosh, this video is not going to be monetized. Please hit the Cash App." If you guys want to hit my Cash App, $ the hood table 402, it's just because you want to. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you no bullshit that this video ain't gonna be monetized, because 99.99.99.99999% of the time, our videos are always monetized, whether we cuss all the way through or not. So back to what I was saying. When Canola said I'm from New Orleans, that's when he kind of like really got riled up. Like, I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't give a fuck if you from New York, LA, Miami. I don't give a fuck. Houston, H-Town, ATL. I don't give a fuck where you from. I think that old ass nigga though, he sounded kind of old though. I don't know, you mess with these young ass whippersnappers out here, as my grandma used to say. These young guns, these young Thundercats, might get wrapped up somewhere. But I don't. I just want to ask y'all, do y'all really think that was him or not? Because I'm not really going to give too much commentary based off of me believing that was him. That's what I'm not going to do. Because even though they said Kiki and Dory, and I do remember back in the day, Dory and Kiki, they were cool. They were really cool. A lot of people were not cool with Kiki back in the day. Hell, a lot of people ain't cool with Kiki to this day. And I don't really got it to give for Kiki. I never did. I never did. Once I found out from all the different alias she had on here, and I remember when I mean, a lot of us. I know a lot of people who are new to the sector or came from these other sectors like the black sector, the Mo3s, and all that shit. A lot of y'all were not here the day that the shit went down. Like, we were all in the fucking chat. VS, don't go. What the fuck? What you do? You don't know this bitch. You don't know this hoe. Da, da, da. Come on now. This ain't what it gives. This ain't what it's. Hey, we was there in the chat, typing away. Don't go. So we've been there way back. With, she done had like 15, 11 names, personalities. And then on top of that, we dealing with someone who pretended to be a real lawyer for years. So again, I'm not saying that wasn't Kiki, baby daddy, or I. It was a great show. I thought it was a great show. Now, as far as Kiki and Ken, I did see where Kiki had posted a picture earlier or a screenshot saying that. Okay, y'all got the iPhones. See, I'm a droid. I got a droid. So sometimes I only know people read my messages or liked it or something like that if they got an iPhone. I don't know if we can do that with Android. I never knew if we could or not. I read a message and I just read it and go about my business, or I comment back or text back. But like my supervisor, for instance, I'll send her a text message and I'll get like such and such smiled or she laughed, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, she must got an iPhone. But Kiki said that on her screenshot that it wasn't no received message, and that she got any of the messages that Ken had sent her saying he wanted to squash the beef. Now, from what we saw tonight and heard, Ken said he tried to squash the beef with her, and he even reached out to her nigga, Optimus Prime, or whatever you call that nigga. And so he had instead went live on him instead of responding to him about the squashing the beef. But we do saw where Ken had sent messages saying he wanted to squash the beef. And he kept continually asking her to leave him alone, leave him alone, leave him alone. Now, a lot of people is giving Kiki a lot of sympathy. A lot of sympathy, regardless of what all Kiki has done on this platform, regardless of what all she has said and been involved in, drunk or not drunk, sober or not sober. And I have to look at it. I always try to look at things from both sides. I can't just be like, okay, it's this way. I can't. I'm just not. Choreo know how I am. Me and Choreo, ooh, boo, I love you. You should jump on the link. Anybody wants to jump on the link, feel free. I'll drop the link. It's not that late. I'll drop the link. But Choreo, that's my boo right there. And we be having conversations sometimes. And she be like, but Tanya, but Tanya, but Tanya, but Tanya. I be like, but Choreo, but Choreo, but Choreo. And I'm like that with a few of my good, my good peeps on here, people I talk to, but outside of the scenes. And sometimes we have to agree to disagree. So Choreo know how I am. I Choreo, let him know. I'm just not gonna see shit just how people want me to see shit, and I'm just not gonna go with shit just because I want everybody else is going with the shit. So I think, Choreo, I said that earlier. I said that before. Like, I don't know how many times she done came up here and act like she was crying or pretending like she was crying. I'm like, we ain't got no goddamn tears. When you cry, you get tears. When you get tears, that means you're crying. But you know what? I'm no actress, so don't take my word for it. But anyway, what's up, Connie? Hi, Melissa. Hey, Boo. How you doing? How you doing? Just cooling with the crew and Michi and everybody else who's in here. Family of Six rocks. Please like, share, and support. Thank you very much. Um, but yeah, Family of Six said I didn't even watch them. I just try to keep up with the hot tea. Hood Table doesn't mind going against the grain. Yeah, I mean I do, and I don't purposely try to go. I know, hey, I know some people who just be like they won't go with shit you say. I know people who are like that. They won't go with shit you say. I'm not that type of person. I really try to listen to both sides, and but then, and if my mind is set, then you just gotta prove me wrong. You gotta prove me wrong. And in this situation, I do believe that Kiki, the boy Kiki, Ken Nola, I do believe that he tried to squash the beef. I do believe that, especially when she started talking about pressing charges and taking him to court and getting restraining orders and all this kind of shit. I do believe that he did try to squash the beef. But like I said earlier today when I was live, like how the fuck is you gonna keep playing victim when once you file the papers, once you ask for a restraining order, once you go to the judge, the courts, and whoever else, the president and God, then you come back on here throwing up the same shit that you up here talking about he did to you, the P pics or the whatever, the revenge, whatever. If that was in fact Ken Nola on that picture where he's getting hit from the back and getting his dread snatched, ain't that the same thing? After you just said, I want you to leave me alone. That's the part I don't get, and that's what I said this morning. Like people come on here, I'm taking y'all to court. I'm calling the judge. I'm getting a restraining order. But then right after that, they on here just they just keeping it going, keep putting fuel to the fire because they want a reaction. And that's exactly like what we saw tonight was Kiki in the chat with Jay Wilson talking about, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. And then towards the end of Jay Wilson video, I hear that somebody said Kiki says she's going to also press charges or sue Jay Wilson. Now that is alleged. That is alleged. But Jay Wilson was like, do what you gotta do, boo. You know how Jay Wilson is. Do what you gotta do, boo.
Mm.
What's
I'm
up,
just,
Corio?
hey, boo. I'm just up here for like a few minutes. It's my night with dad. But you know, and I know that Kiki helped set VS up, allegedly,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. And after that, all she did was come on here, and I think 90% of it was fake drunkenness. She wanted the attention. She likes attention. And I don't believe she was drunk all the time she came on here and pretended like, and was drunk. I think that was like most of it
I
was an
agree.
act. It was fake.
Mm-hmm.
Um and we didn't really hear from her. Now, I believe she was in here on troll pages. She has a million troll pages, but she didn't come back till VS came back, and now she's stayed. She's
Yeah.
finding different things to create a storyline so she can stay. Tracy and Noble have finally stopped all that arguing with her and Octavius. So now she globbed on to Kiki, somebody that she was sending suggestive pictures and emails to. Now she wants to, she's turned that into a storyline. Like you said, Mel Kiki, Ken, he said, okay, I'm done. Then all of a sudden, there's a porno picture of him. Then she's taking him to court. And now that he's really not giving her the rhythm, now she's, jumping on to Jay Wilson. She's doing
Uh-huh.
everything she can do to stay relevant because, let's be honest, Kiki's never been very popular. She's always had a channel nobody went to. And she's got a little hint of popularity, and she's doing everything she can do to hold on to it. Now, she'd feel funny if people turned around and really sued her. Like
Right.
Ken sued her for that porno picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, I don't know. I think that because she got away with being involved with CVS. I was gonna say CVS with VS's unfortunate all that 3 year stuff. I think in her head, she really thinks she's that bitch, and she can just go through
That's what
here
she's
set.
acting like. Yep.
Yeah, like she can just go through here and set people up on, all willy nilly and get them in trouble and send them to jail. Now, what she needs to stop doing is, um, who'd she take to court? Oh, she won on MU. That doesn't help either. She really just thinks she's that bitch and that she's like Matlock or something.
Right.
And people
Uh-huh.
just need to leave her alone. Just leave her alone.
And that's how I feel. Like, leave her alone. I know, sometimes, like, there's been times where people don't like what I say, and they say certain things on their platform, and I might hear it, or somebody might, deliver it to my door. But do you see me on here acting a donkey and going back and forth with people? No.
No.
I mean, sometimes you
Mm-mm.
just have to. I know it's hard to ignore people sometimes, and I know Ken and Nola, they've been going through this, him and her, for a long time. And I know Ken have done some things that might not have been right. She has done some things that might, including, uh, trying to holler and mess with and flirt with and send pics to a whole married man. So there's lots of things that both of them could have done differently, and that's why I'm up here like, okay, y'all had this very, very close relationship. It sounds like he might have been there for her. It sounds like she might have been there for him during certain situation. That's usually why people step out, because they want somebody to be there for them for a certain situation. We do know that Kiki was going through some stuff. She was always on here drunk and all that kind of shit like that. So I believe that they were being supportive of each other, and then they started flirting with each other and started maybe having feelings for each other. And then it's like, I don't know where it went bad, but last thing, remember when she was on here, like, okay, remember, you, like you said, we ain't seen Kiki in a minute, and then all of a sudden VS popped back up. Oh, bam, here comes Kiki, just out the
Right.
blue, like we ain't seen this bitch in I don't know how long. And
Right.
comes out the motherfucking blue, right? And when she
Right.
came back, what was she doing? She was on her panel, drunk as fuck, with a
Yep.
nigga from the basement who brought her up a fifth of Parmesan and
Yep.
whatever else, and she
Yep.
was there just acting all white girl wasted. And while she was sitting on that nigga lap and hugging all on him and shit, what was she doing? Flirting with who? Heavily with Ken Nola. Well, and
Right.
he's up there like, Kiki, please get off the. No, that tell me. I'm gonna tell. She was like giving out shit. We was like, oh shit, what the
Right.
to
Right.
say? Like, come
Right.
on, Ken. Like, okay, that's when we really knew, for the people who had like an idea that him and her had some type of shit going on that they shouldn't have. That's when it really was like concrete.
Right. But just for all the people in the black sector and the Mo 3 sector, the Kiki you saw that night sitting on her neighbor's lap, drunk, acting nasty, letting him feel all over her.
While
That's the
kids was in the background.
Yeah, that's the Kiki, the beef sector. has known. This Kiki now suing everybody and doing the most and reading people down to the ground. That's really not the Kiki we knew. Am I right or wrong?
You are absolutely right. But what I don't like, Ken said something tonight. Hey, Demetra. Hey, my boo, lit up all day. What Ken said tonight really struck something with me. He said when he reached out to Octavia, first he reached out to her a while back saying, let's squash this shit. Then he said he reached out to her dude, let's squash this shit. Why does it seem like now, I'm not. I didn't say it. I didn't put it out there. But people have been saying that he has been trying to ride people for a while, including Rob Rack for clout. And it
Who?
just seems like the type of nigga that he is. I don't know them type of niggas. Like you
Who?
up here beefing with your girl. I'm sorry, her dude,
Oh, Octavius.
Octavon, whatever the fuck his
You
name.
know what?
It's
Okay.
like, why is you up here instead of telling your girl, forget this nigga, baby? Whatever. It's like he's putting. I don't know, like some people think he's putting like a battery in her back to keep this shit going.
He is because he's a clout chaser.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? He usually has a few people in his chat. I'm sure his he did better than Kiki ever did as far as people in his chat. And just from what I'm gathering, it's just not that many. And so when you finally, for both of them, they've got the spotlight, they're losing it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Tracy and Noble stopped going back and forth. You know, Ken tried to squash it. He calmed down. What do they have left? Luckily, Rob got out of jail, but I'm not sure how him and Octavius's relationship is. I haven't been keeping track.
I really don't know. It's just the way he moves on here that is a turn off for a lot of people. Like a lot of Nick, I don't know. I mean, I'm from the hood. Okay, I'm from the hood. Everybody knows that. Me and my crew who are usually on here, we're all from the same hood, grew up together, and it's just we don't this nigga type of shit we ain't used to.
Mm-mm.
Like this nigga
Mm-mm.
type of shit we ain't used to. Like you up here
Mm-mm.
beefing and like a female.
Mm.
Like, I'm sorry, but I have to say it.
Okay. Now, when it's the beefing, isn't that what a lot of dudes do on here that are in the beef sector, the Mo3 sector, the black sector? They beef. The problem
Right.
I have is like with men like somebody else we know who are emotional and
Right.
and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if he's doing, in my opinion, anything wrong with beefing. My thing is I don't really see him beefing. Like you said, it seems like he's putting a battery pack in Kiki and pumping her up to do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because he was posting a pic of Ken more than she was. Like, come on now. Like, everybody, a lot of people think that's not him. Some people think it's him. Some think it's not Kiki. I don't think it's Kiki myself personally.
No,
But,
it's not
I mean, it's like,
Kiki.
okay, if your girl on here, excuse me, if your girl on here asking another nigga to leave her alone. I didn't press charges. She's on live. Do I have to go to court tomorrow? She's doing all that. Letting the nigga know she's trying to put some charges on him or something. And then, like, not even a week later, both of y'all posting a picture of some nigga getting pulled by his dreads. Y'all saying this looks like Kiki and some nigga in the back of him
It is
slamming
not Kiki.
in the
It
back
is
of him.
not him.
Like that's my thing. I keep saying this. I hate when motherfuckers come on here and play victim and then they
Right.
turn back around and do the same shit that they don't want nobody
Mm-hmm.
to do to them.
Mm-hmm.
And what she gonna do? What they do?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as that other person say something, I'm going to the police. I got papers on you. Like you up here doing the same shit, but I'm going. She said that shit in Jay Wilson's chat.
And now
Tonight,
she's
I'm going to the police. And all Ken was up there doing was defending himself and explaining himself. His wife was even in the background saying, yeah, what him and her did was childish as fuck. They need to squash this, wooty woo woo woo. He wasn't going in on Kiki like that. He wasn't threatening Kiki like that. He wasn't doing anything. But there she go, dropping down in the chat. I'm calling the police.
See, here's the thing. She's still betting on how people used to feel about Ken a little while ago. People don't feel that way really like that anymore in the beef sector because Ken has calmed down a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's not doing the things he used to do. And so I think she's banking on that. And just, she still hasn't read the room and has seen that people just aren't going. I don't think her
They're
and
not.
Octavius realize that, the few people she gets in her chat that are pumping her up and stuff, and then his, the rest of us, we really don't care. I don't care.
We really don't care, and I'm sorry
Mm-mm.
to say that, but I really don't care. And it's
Mm-mm.
just this, you know why, Corio? Because when
Mm.
it's two people that's been going doing different things, maybe some fucked up shit in the sector, people just watch the back and forth, the back and forth. But it's really entertainment.
Right.
A lot of times people is just like, oh well, shouldn't fuck with her.
Right.
Oh well, should have fucked
Right.
her. And one thing we know about Ken, and I have to say this because I know a lot of people like Tracy, and I do like Tracy too, even though sometimes she do some shit, I be looking at her sideways. But there's things that Tracy has done and said about children, right? But it's like I always say, and they say you can't tell people how to fight back. Now Tracy, I think she has calmed down with the children and things like that, but people still got her back, and people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they still support her, even though
Yeah.
she might have said some things. Like even Five still cool with her, and the thing she said was about her daughter.
Yeah.
So it gets to a point where it's like, okay, Five did this, Teresa did this, Five did this. Like it's kind of hard to be like, okay, who's the worst person? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But here's the question for me. Everything you just said is 100% true. So why is it that we can't feel that way about Kiki? What is it about her that we just don't care about?
You
You
want me
know
to
what I'm
say
saying?
what I feel?
Yeah, please.
Because a lot of people know and been knowing for years
Mm-hmm.
how I feel about her.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe
Mm-hmm.
that she has something to do with IHOP Gate.
Oh, I know she did.
I
In my heart,
still, and
I feel.
everybody who
Yeah.
has been following me from
Mm-hmm.
Tanya's prime time to the hood tables, I have
Mm-hmm.
always stood on that shit 10 toes down for
Mm-hmm.
years, ever
Mm-hmm.
since. And my
Mm-hmm.
thing is, I don't do well with motherfuckers who cry victim and then try to do the same fuck shit somebody do to them and want to call the police. I don't deal well with people who run to the police. Period. Now it might be my hood mentality for growing up in the hood, but a lot of shit that people do on here is some fuck shit, like pressing charges, filing restraining orders, all this kind of bullshit. When you be on here just doing the utmost, I don't have it to do for a lot of people on here that do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all see where I go. Y'all see Tanya, the hood table, aka in people chats. When y'all don't see me in certain people chats, it's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why I don't be in certain people chats. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people on here be doing some fuck shit. And like I said, it might be my hood mentality. But trust and believe, I work at a very, very corporate, large company worldwide. I know how to go from the hood. I know how to go to the boardroom, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
2.5 seconds. So trust me,
Mm-hmm.
I might have been raised in the hood. I might have a little ratchetness in me, but I do know how to act at the right times. Okay, when I clock out though, it's back to being me. But a lot, so when I see a lot of shit that y'all do on here, and I'm from here, and I'm from here, and I'm from the shy, and I'm from the shy, from New York or Atlanta or Florida, and y'all come on here and do some pussy ass shit, I just be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I be looking at you like I have no respect for certain things that people do on here. I have no
Mm-hmm.
respect.
Mm-hmm. Well, the killer for me was when I just always felt she had something. I felt like she was like the what do they call that she was a honeypot. She lured VS there.
By
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
that she was bisexual.
Right, right.
And that's one thing that pissed me off when she came back. After VS came back, she came back talking shit, talking about I never said I was bisexual. I never said I was gay. I never said I liked her. I never said like we weren't there.
Yeah,
You was
yeah.
lusting and drooling all over this woman and damn near throwing yourself through the screen. You and your husband. You said you and your husband wanted to get with her.
Hmm.
And
Yeah,
that's why people say she's a fucking liar. She's like
yeah,
she's a liar.
yeah. And then what sealed the deal for me, even though I felt it the whole time, what sealed the deal with me was once VS came back and she Kiki took her ass over there to the Walmart where VS's son was
Oh,
working.
he started going.
And then yeah, and then got in and then went immediately to Tracy's live and was screaming and crying in the screen how VS was, following her and stalking her. And I was like,
Girl, I was watching that shit like
this it was like, you know what, if I had any doubts, now I know 100%.
if it
You
only
set that
remind
woman
us
up and
Stevie
you
Wonder,
still trying to set her up again.
Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, they could see through that shit. Like you just, it was so coincidental that VS picks her son up at a certain time of the day, and she just happened to be there. And what did she do almost immediately? Kiki called for help.
Yes.
Like Kiki called for help. Then immediately she jumps on Tracy's panel. Oh my
Yes.
God, I'm afraid of blood. Oh
Oh,
my God. Like, bitch, where have you been?
yeah.
Where
I,
have you been? You have
yeah.
been absent. You have been MIA for the longest. And as soon as VS hit back on this motherfucker,
Right.
then here you come. Here
Right.
you come. And to me, it sounds like some revenge shit or like
But
somebody set
revenge for
her up
what?
with shit. I don't
You
know.
you went there to set VS up. She basically
Just
got
like
set
the
up.
first time, I
She got
believe
in
somebody
trouble.
set her up the first time.
But
I don't
I'm
know if
just
you know that,
saying,
but
you
go ahead.
accomplished your goal, whether it was exactly the way you thought it was going to go or not. So why don't you leave the woman alone?
Thank you. She's
She
already
went to
did her
jail. She was
years.
off of here for 3 years.
Right.
You tried to set her up. It worked. Leave her alone.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I just
Because when she came back on here, she said, I'm not gonna fuck with nobody. I'm not gonna talk shit about people I got into it with. She won't even still allow people on her panel that she has had some things to do with court or whatever. She came on here, she did what she did, she talked to who she wanted to talk to, she cleared the air on certain things, and then she just started bouncing around in different sectors, building her channel back up.
and see sometimes I think Kiki also lives in a place of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? And um, let's see, jealousy. She's very insecure, and like I said, and I think that's why a lot of those drunken lives on Tracy's channel years ago. I think a lot of that was fake so she could talk about how pretty she was and have people tell her she was pretty and
Uh-huh.
she had a nice body and all that kind of stuff. I don't think she was really drunk. But my thing is that I think she's upset that VS came back and is successful and she's still struggling. And that's another reason why I think she's grasping on to any and everything, trying to make content because she's looking over at VS and seeing how successful VS is. And once again, she's jealous. Am I making sense?
You are making a whole lot of sense.
Okay. Yeah.
You are making a whole lot of sense, and I agree
Yeah.
with damn near everything you're saying. Like
Yeah.
I agree. I have always felt that way. But like I said, it's such a coincidence. Like you didn't come on here 6 months before her. You didn't come on here a year before her. You didn't come like she might like, slide in somebody's chat. stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as coming on here and doing all what she did when she came back,
Mm-mm.
oh, and then all of a sudden, you go from like sloppy drunk white girl wasted to this, oh, I'm a first lady now, and everything that comes out of her mouth, every other word is God and Jesus.
Mm.
Like, have you been listening to her?
No. Mm-mm. I can't.
Like God
Mm-mm.
and Jesus, like I don't know if she really thinks she's the first lady of a preacher,
Well,
and Octavia really
Octavius.
a preacher. Like,
Octavius is some kind of. I don't know if Octavius is a black Israelite or. I'm not exactly sure. Is he conscience sector? But he's some type of. I don't want to say preacher or pastor, but he's something that he calls himself, and I'm not sure what kind of accreditation, if there's any accreditation, or but he's something which which she feels or they feel, since she's his woman, she could be the first lady of
and
whatever
that's
he's,
crazy to me because I ain't
you
being
know.
first lady to a motherfucker
Well,
unless
you
I'm
know.
married to that motherfucker or I'm like, I remember back in the
Well, we're
preacher
dealing.
tried to holler at me, and I told that preacher motherfucking ass, you don't want me to be your motherfucking wife, cause we gonna
Damn,
be the talk
you
of the
talk to the
town.
preacher like that,
Every
girl?
Sunday, we gonna be the
Mm-mm.
talk of the motherfucking town. Cause Saturday night is
Mm-mm.
gonna be going on in our house, and
Mm-mm.
we gonna be kicking and playing dominoes and bones. And then next Sunday we gonna be up in there like hallelujah. Like no,
I can't
I'm not.
stand it.
I'm not first lady material. And I don't care how many days of the week I go to church and how much I love and serve the Lord. God is not through with me yet.
No, we're all a work in progress, but that's why she calls herself the first lady. And I might be saying it all wrong, but it's because of Octavius and what he belongs to and what he believes in and ascribes to. But I can't remember. I think I knew at one time because um I saw him a lot and listened to him a lot during that Rob Rack era. And then in Coolin's chat, he would hit the panel a lot, and I would, sit up in the clouds and listen to him, or I'd be in there modding and I would listen to him. And then, he'd get on Trucy's panel and I would be in the clouds. And there's something, I don't know if he's a black Israelite like Rob Rack, but yeah, it gives her, uh, that's the reason why she uses the first lady. So, yeah,
Well, I don't know if he's a black Israelite or a Jehovah Witness, a Christian or a
you
priest.
know what?
I just know
You know,
that it just seems like to me, I really do believe, and I don't know Nola outside of YouTube, but I really do believe that he really tried to squash the beef for the sake of his family, for the sake of his wife. And Kiki had posted a screenshot saying, this don't show receive. So basically it showed that he sent you the message, but you didn't receive it. Like, ha- I don't know. But anyway, he said he also sent the same messages to him saying, you know what, tell your girl, I want to squash this shit or whatnot. And next thing we know, like I said, they posting gay pics or saying he's gay. And you know what, if
if they
he
stop,
he ain't gay, but if he is, I don't really give a damn. If he's gay, if he likes it from the back and like his dress being
I
pulled.
don't even like to keep saying that when we all know that
I'm
it's
just
really not
saying,
him.
if Kiki, if
Yeah.
they were to find out that Kiki was gay today, or gay for pay, or whatever, that nigga would still be the same Kiki to me. Like, because I don't give a fuck about that shit. I know some people like to judge people on who they sleep with and all that kind of stuff. That's just like when JW came on here and I was following him from day one, and I knew that nigga was gay. Like when he first got outed by Wiley or whatever, I was like, I even made a post on my old channel and that video is still there. And it was something like, JW, we already knew. Like, and
Hmm.
it said something like, okay, next story, something like that. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't treat him any different afterwards, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. I
but
don't even like
no, I think they're just
mentioning
trying to
that
shame him.
picture
And how
because
you trying to
people,
shame him when he was trying to shame Kiki? That's what you claim, that that Ken Nola's trying to shame Kiki, but then he asked to squash the beef, and then y'all turn around and try to shame him, and she still want to go to the courts and go to the judge and press charges and all this kind of shit.
well, the reason I'm not going to even talk about that because people hear what they want to hear, and I'm just not personally going to keep talking about that picture because it's 100% not him, and we all, and just talking about it, people hear what they want to hear,
Man, if you really
and
look
it just
Kiki in the face, that is not Kiki.
is
If
not
you really
Kiki.
look at him in the face, like dead on in the face,
It's not
that's
him.
not Kiki.
No, but
That
here's the
man's face is
thing.
big as fucking Kiki's face all small. Not saying you got a little head or nothing like that, Kiki. But I'm just saying, like, it's not giving the same.
Kiki's not a big man, I'm not
Exactly.
saying he's tiny or munchkin size, but he's just not this 6 foot, you know what I'm saying? And it just not him. But if they don't have Kiki, who are they beefing with now? No one. So it's like they're grasping on with their fingertips trying to, like on the edge of a ledge. If they let Kiki go, they don't have anything unless they start back with Tracy and Noble.
Yep. And then I
You
also
know
go
what I'm saying?
back to I'm sorry, I go back to I said I think this morning or yesterday. I said a lot of things that people get involved with on here when it comes to peace or court or whatever. It's
Hmm.
decisions that you make, and I put that on both of them. And a lot of people been putting it on both of them. Like Kiki, if you would have never slid into his DMs or whatever, and shown pictures and flirted and all this kind of stuff, try to be the side chick or whatever. Kiki, same thing. The other boy, Kiki. If you, accepted her, you know what I'm saying? Just what y'all did. It's like it's never going to work out good. And that's whether you are on YouTube or in real life. Even if you are in real life and you're messing around on your wife or you're sleeping with a married man, it's not going to turn out good. Like y'all see that story? Remember that story, Corio? We did a commentary on the young lady who was at the man house in the middle of the night. The wife came home at 4 or 5 in the morning and shot
Yeah,
the girl. Everybody know
yeah,
about that story. It was like three,
yeah,
4, 5 months ago.
yeah,
And shot the girl, killed the girl.
yeah, yeah.
So it
I
don't
just,
matter if you're on YouTube or in the real streets. It's like your actions. Child, karma is a child. Okay, go ahead, Corio.
I just really want Kiki to stop doing this because every time he does it, it ends up backfiring on him. Just l- quit going behind the scenes, emailing and texting and giving your phone number to these women on YouTube.
Yeah, because it has been several.
None of these people, and this has nothing to do with Jay Wilson, no, but you're a married man. You're a married man. You cannot have female friends that aren't also friendly with your wife unless it's just like a coworker or something. But just to meet a female, after you've been married, you meet these females. How can you call? I just don't believe in that. You cannot flirt, talk up under each other's clothes, and claim to be each other's friends, and your wife doesn't know anything about it. It's just not right. And Kiki keeps
Yep.
doing this, and I'm hoping that because I'm hoping his wife is telling him this is the last time. This has
Yeah, she
happened
was
too
really
many
upset
times.
tonight when she was asking him to get off the show, and they were kept saying, and see, that's what I didn't understand. They kept saying, "No, Kiki, don't go. No, Kiki, don't go." His wife, okay, nigga, it's time to get off this live. Like, how y'all gonna tell his wife just asked him to get off the show, and y'all still up here on the show? No, Kiki, don't go. Stay on here, Kiki. You gotta finish this,
Who
Kiki.
was saying that?
Girl, I don't remember. I know it was Joyce on there. I know it was
Oh,
what's the blonde chick? What's her name? Heidi, Heidi was on there. Jay Wilson was on there. Who else was on there
Well, I mean
at that time? I,
that's enough. I hope he went ahead and hung the phone up,
I
because
think
it's.
it was, now correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I think it was Heidi who was saying, "Don't go, Kiki, stay on here." But Kiki was on there for a minute because the guy who allegedly supposed to be the girl Kiki baby daddy, he got on there, and he was basically saying, he did say, now if this guy is really her baby daddy, he did say he got in her ass, he chewed her out, he gave her the business about her daughter, his daughter, their daughter, pictures being on here, and how she sent the pictures to Kiki in the first place. He did say he gave her the business, but he also wanted to speak to Kiki and let him know that he's not happy with how his daughter is feeling about, and I thought it was really weird, like earlier when Kiki was on her live, the girl Kiki, and her daughter, the title of the live said, "My daughter is upset," or her daddy was called or something, saying she's a hoe, whatever. And so the
See,
daughter,
that to me, why is
yeah,
that even alive? But
thank
go
you.
ahead.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going, because the daughter, I don't even know if she knows she was being recorded live,
Are you shitting me?
because the daughter sounded like she was really, either it was a play, or the daughter was really like in her feelings. But it really sounded like the daughter was like, "Daddy wants to know why this guy is, talking about me. Why they saying on here that I'm a hoe? Why they saying?" And then Kiki was like, "Oh, honey, we know the real you. We know that's not you. We know you can't listen to these liars on here, and you can't like." But I don't think the daughter knows she was live.
Here's mine. Why would the daughter even know that her pictures were on the internet? It's bad enough that they were, but and you're her mother, why would she even know? That, I mean, maybe when she turned 18, 20, I don't know, it's just all awkward, but if that
Right,
was,
because she has
I
nothing to
wouldn't
do with you.
want to worry my young daughter about. I wouldn't want to worry her mind about thinking her pictures are on the internet like that. Why distress your daughter? And she doesn't need to know. It's not like, I don't know.
Well, you
Just,
know what? Also,
I'm tired.
Keith, what
Excuse me.
Ken Nola said that, okay, when if you watch the live of the daughter and Kiki, she said, Daddy said something about who's this Kent guy, or why this Kent guy. And so Ken was like, on Jay Wilson's panel, he was like, "Hold up. She knows exactly who I am. I was there for her when her daughter was allegedly trying to commit suicide. And I was there for her trying to fight
What?
for her daughter. And I was there for her daughter." He's like, her daughter knows exactly who I am. For her to say this Kent guy, or who's this Kent guy, or something like that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, Leandra. Hey, Leandra. That's what people were saying. That it was Rolex who hit Jay Wilson panel. And I had said earlier in my show, I don't know if he was here, but I said earlier in my show, I said I ain't heard Rolex speak in many, many, many moons, right? So I don't even remember what Rolex sound like.
I don't either. I don't remember.
But it was coincidental that she, Dory, popped up on the panel after I ain't heard from her ass. And how long? When the last time you heard from Dory or heard of
It's
Dory?
been a year. It's been over a year.
Right. And then all of a sudden she hops on Jay Wilson panel and say, "Oh, the baby daddy wants to speak to Ken. Is that okay?"
Wait, what?
Yes.
Girl,
That's
you
what
know
happened
what?
tonight. That's why I
I'm
came
tired.
live. That's the
I
main
can't.
reason why I
Mm-mm.
came live, because Diamond
Mm-mm.
Dory popped on Jay Wilson's panel
Mm-mm.
while Ken was up there and said,
Mm-mm.
Kiki's baby daddy want to talk to Ken Nola.
So she's an
Yeah.
attorney. So she's an attorney again,
Girl, you gotta
representing
go back and
people.
watch it, girl. The nigga
So
was
she's
on there like,
representing
"Yeah,
people
I
again.
told Kiki, I gave Kiki the business. I told her ass off too. She needs her." He even said, whoever the baby daddy is, allegedly, whoever that nigga was, said the girl Kiki needs her ass whooped. I mean, he was.
No. So Dory's representing people again.
Girl, you know Dory.
She's
She probably
represent.
got. She knows she probably really
Girl,
likes
you
him.
know her and Kiki. Girl, they were.
They used
Mm-mm.
to be cool as fuck.
Yes, they
Oh, she
did. So
might
you
have
don't
her
think
license
that this
now
is a
though.
play?
But you never know. She might have her little lawyer license for.
Girl,
She
please.
might be able to practice law for real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Girl.
I just cannot believe they are running this play.
Who else was that pretending to be lawyers? Was that Trish?
Yeah,
When
Trish.
and VS got into that shit.
Girl.
Y'all have phony ass lawyers.
Girl. Girl. God. Trish, I mean, not Trish. 100% guaranteed, in my opinion. I think Dory and Kiki are running a play. They're on the phone trying to figure out what to do next because that girl is desperate to keep what the attention. This is the most attention her channel's had since she's been around.
But you know what, Corey?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
If you got time tonight or tomorrow, I would love for you. The line was about 2 hours or so, maybe a little longer, but I would at least love for you to listen to the part where the daddy allegedly came online till he got off.
Okay.
And
So
then
let me ask you this. Is
station
Jay
back up.
Wilson eating? Is he eating and smacking?
Girl, I
And
think he was in the beginning, but then
okay, because I can't do
was
it. I can't. It's bad enough that you got to wade through all them damn commercials. But here
oh
lately, he's
shit.
been eating and smacking and chewing and
I think
swallowing and sucking.
I
I
can't
can't.
remember. I can't
Mm-mm.
remember. I can't say 100% that he was. I cannot say 100% that he was eating in the beginning, but because first of all,
Ugh,
I
I
when I came
can't.
to the part, I came to like maybe 1/3 of the video, and I rewind it all the way to the beginning because that's what I like to do. I like to rewind all the way to the beginning when people lie, so I can get caught up. So I can't say 100% that he was eating something, but I'm telling you, I would love for you to watch that and listen to the alleged baby daddy and listen to the
Mm-hmm.
interaction with Ken, and then we come live tomorrow, and you give me your, your opinions on that.
Mm-hmm.
And Dory, like literally, when Dory hit that link and
Mm-hmm.
said, "Jay Wilson, I got the baby daddy, I got the baby daddy. He wants to talk to girl."
Now, out
Everybody
of all
like
the people in the world, it just so happens that Dory is talking to the baby dad. See what I'm saying?
and she
It's
claims a lot of people was
mm-mm,
like, "Well, how the fuck did he?" And so Dory claims that of course we know her and Kiki used to be cool, and I guess she said
mm.
the guy reached out to her, so I guess he has her phone number or something. I don't know. And she did say that she was hesitant. She said she really didn't want to come on YouTube because she don't fuck with YouTube like that anymore. But the guy really wanted to speak to Ken.
It's a play. It's where's Mona at? Mona, come get
Oh,
Dory. Mona, come get Dory. Dory, come get Dory.
Leandra said in my sassy voice, I can't and I shan't.
Okay, thank you, Leandris. Thank you. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god.
Girl, no, Corio,
Mm-mm.
I really, Corio, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. I'm gonna harass you until you listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, girl.
Oh, okay. I will
Girl,
do it.
and it's
But
Friday. I think we should have a fuck shit Friday night tomorrow night. I think we
a
should.
fuck shit Friday night.
We ain't had a
Okay.
Friday Night Live in a minute, and people been asking me about that too. You know what? Carmel Diva, and thank you to everybody who sent positive words, prayers, condolences. But y'all know our co-host Carmel Diva, who's usually with me on Friday Night Lives. Her father passed, and his funeral was yesterday. And I had, posted the cake that I had made and whatever for, the funeral repast. But somebody had hit me up at the motherfucking repass. Now I stay in Omaha, so it ain't a really, really big city, and a lot of people know who the fuck I am. For one, I have the Hood Table platform, and I discuss everything from the hood to the White House. For two, I'm a well-known, very popular, um, very requested custom cake decorator in our city.
Yes, you are
So people,
extraordinaire.
yes, so people know
Mhm.
me for my works. And so people
Mhm.
was up in there, girl. As soon I'm telling you, as soon as I walked through the hall where the repast was, they said, Tanya, where's the cakes? Like
Mm-mm.
people that I don't even know. I'm like, you know how you be. It's weird because once you become a content creator, like people already know me in my city, but now I'm a content creator and I'm a cake decorator, and you know what I'm saying. And so when people walk up to me and be like, I know you ain't came up in this motherfucker without no cakes." Yeah, I got some cakes. Some nigga getting them out my trunk of my car. Okay. And then people, next thing I know, people walking up to me like, why y'all ain't did no Friday Night Live? And who are you? Like, I
Mhm.
watch your girl. I be getting stopped in Walmart, gas stations, all kind of shit. Like,
Mhm.
remember when we was doing the Laverne shit?
Mhm.
And the people
Mhm.
walking to me like, when Laverne dropping her book? Huh?
Right.
Who are
Right.
you? Huh?
Mhm.
What?
Mhm. Mhm.
But yes, what's up,
Mhm.
talent? How you doing? You said I
Hey,
can't get no
talent. How
friends
you
to
doing,
work.
talent?
Oh shit!
But yeah, I will it's the live from this evening, right? Tonight, or was it this afternoon?
It
When
was
was this?
literally, girl. When I began my video, his ended probably 10 minutes before.
Okay, so it's this evening. Okay, so I will red ball through till I see Dory, and I will I still can't, and I know everybody keeps saying it's because I can't. I used to be able to, when I looked at replays, I could look down in the chat and follow the chat for about maybe 2 or 3 months now. When I go to look at people's replay, I cannot see the chat. And it's not because they went back and did something to it. I just cannot see the chats anymore. And
I
I
have
don't.
that issue too, and what I do is I usually back out and I refresh. I had that issue today. I was watching Lady Nika's live, and I couldn't see the chat, and I kept hitting the button for chat, and it wouldn't show up. It was totally black, so I had to literally go all the way out, refresh, and come back in.
I
So
won't. It won't even let me do that. When I'm replaying a video, the only thing that shows is comments for you to leave a comment. There's not even a button.
oh, that's because, well, that's because that's a different thing. That's because YouTube, after you after you do a video, a live video, it has to go through this process.
But
So
see, it's
sometimes
not
the
that,
chat
Tanya.
don't show up for
Tanya, I'm
a while.
telling you, it's not that. I mean, literally, I could go back now to one of your lives from 3 weeks ago, and
Oh,
I could click on it, and there's nothing for me to touch to
oh,
let me see.
that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what I've done or what I've accidentally touched,
Uh-huh.
but I cannot see the chats anymore.
It could just be YouTube because YouTube be tripping from time to time. I mean, they just do.
Well, it's no fun. So I won't be able to see Kiki down in the chat saying
Well,
she's
hopefully
gonna.
you will be able to, child. I mean, ooh, child. And what's up, new era? What's up? He said, salute host panel and chat. He said, cooling, is this real? I don't know what party talking about.
Anyway, I want to say what's up to Big Coolin. Big Coolin's in the house. That's my girl. Um,
Yes, cooling with the crew.
yeah, that's my girl. Um, did you see where she read Pizarro for Filth? Did you see that?
I heard about it, but when was it?
It
Was it
well,
a couple days ago?
yeah, it's been about maybe 2 or 3 days now. I
Somebody need to
believe.
drop me the link because I heard about it and I want to
Well,
out.
it was ooh, okay. Cause Coolin can she can roast and gag pretty damn good. So I'm still not
I
sure
like
what
how
the
cool roasted gas. She just sounds so like
matter of
she don't be
fact,
like
cool. She'll be
she be like cool,
yelling.
calm, and collected.
Cause Like, yeah, because ain't nobody safe, right, Coolin? Ain't nobody safe. But I will do that. I will look at Jay Wilson's live, and I will only red ball because I can't. If he's smacking and chewing, I'll throw my phone. That man chews yogurt. That man chews water. But I'll fast forward to Dory and I'll listen. But I remember her back in the day saying that he was older than her and he had money, and she used to brag about him having all this money. It was We had to tell her she was pretty in Tracy's chat. She wanted to be told she was pretty. She wanted to be told she had a nice body. She wanted to be told that her BBL looked good, and she
Is that
wanted
why
us.
somebody said today or recently in the chat, "Am I pretty?"
Yes, yes, that was her thing. And that was what she said all the time. And I remember one time her and Meek, I was going to say Meek Mill, Drunk Meek was up on the panel, and her and Kiki were going back and forth because Meek Mill was like, "You all right, girl? You ain't. You ain't all that." It was so funny. They went back and forth for like an hour, but that's all she wanted. And she would brag about her BBL, how pretty she
She
was,
brag about everything: her purses,
her,
her house, her
yeah, her
brag about
material
everything.
things. And she wanted us to know that that man, her baby's, her daughter's father had money. That was very important for us
Yep.
to know too, more than almost anything else. That he had money, and she was a woman of means.
Well, you know what? I want to say,
God bless her.
child, Jesus wept. Um,
I can't.
I want to say, I want to say now, if you feel inclined to listen a little bit more, when VS jumped on the panel, because VS jumped on the panel, she said, "If this is, can the real Kiki baby daddy please stand up? Please stand up." VS was up there like, "If this is really him, we stay in the same vicinity. Can I please meet up with you and talk to you and tell you about all the lies that Kiki has been telling, including lying about me stalking her?"
I know you lying.
VS got up on there.
I
Yep.
know VS. I know the vegan stud did not get up there on that
Yes, she
panel.
did. Yes, she did. She said, "If this is really Kiki's baby daddy, what's up, friend boo?" Said, "Ooh, damn, I knocked my remote control off the floor." Said, "If this is really Kiki's baby daddy, can we meet up?" She said, "I got my keys in my hand right now. I can meet you right now." But Heidi Fly, Heidi fucking Fly, she was on the panel too already, and I guess she was upset because she feels like with the past history that her and VS have, VS has no right to jump on a panel where she is unless she's coming to apologize to her for some bullshit that happened years ago. And so, literally, she took over the panel. Like, literally. Heidi Fly, Jay Wilson kept saying, "Be quiet, Heidi. Be quiet, Heidi. I'm going to put you in the back. I'm going to drop you down, Heidi. Please." I mean, it was crazy. Heidi would not stop.
And let me guess, he never put her in the back. He never muted her, and she
He did
derailed the
mute
whole
her.
thing.
He did mute her on several occasions, but you know how you can unmute yourself. He would mute
Hmm.
her and she would get off mute, and I'm so like
But
I
when
was
you
so
do that,
upset with that
isn't that
because
time to put him in the back or drop him? And
yes, like that's when you put him
he
in the
would
back and
never
drop him.
do that to Heidi. He would never do that
Man,
to her.
I would have put her back, and no disrespect, but like we missed probably some valuable content because VS was like, "Fuck this shit." She was trying to talk to the baby daddy, and we might have been able to get them to meet up or some commentary exchange between the two, but we couldn't get that because Heidi Fly just
I
kept
mean,
off. I mean, she was
yeah,
out of
but
period. She was cussing and dragging it. All you can hear is Jay Wilson, "Heidi, stop! Heidi, stop! Heidi, stop!" I mean, it was crazy.
yeah, that's what he gets. And besides that, uh, VS, it probably was. I'm like over
But
not
I would have
80%
loved for them to
sure
been
that it
like,
wasn't really him.
see, and that's the thing. That's what I think. Also, what VS was trying to do, I think
I
she was
think
trying
so
to
too. Yeah.
verify that it was really him. But on the flip side, I mean, on the same, the same play. I think that she was really wanting to talk to him and just explain because people was trying to tell him, well, you come up here to confront Kiki. We understand that, but all the shit that your baby mama has done, including sending those pics to this nigga down in New Orleans.
That nigga wasn't reading the chat. You know, I- any other
Friend, I
time.
don't know, friend. You see her question?
No, what does it say?
It says why they don't drop and mute panelists.
I'm gonna be honest, friend. Out of all the content creators in the beef sector, and I've been here a long time, and I think you probably have too. Deanna controls her panel. Sassy controls her panel. Um, who else? Mm, Mrs. Olivia controls her panel. There's only out of all these beef sector content creators, people, people. There's only like maybe 3 to 4 that actually control their panels and don't let foolishness like what Hood Tables was just referring to. They
Girl,
don't
you
let
gotta
that
watch it
happen.
yourself. I'm telling you, after you watch it, you're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah, they don't. I wouldn't think that it's that hard, but because I would just drop people. Bottom line, you don't know how to act. Heidi would have got dropped, and she would have been mad, and she would have got over it, or maybe she wouldn't have. But
And
you're
he
not.
kept Corio, when you watch it, he told her over and over again, Heidi, I'm gonna drop you. Heidi, I'm gonna drop you. Heidi, I'm gonna drop you.
But he wasn't. Heidi's one of his favorites, and
Yeah,
that's
he never.
fine.
Yep, he never.
But you like you said, and I think the VS went up there for a dual purpose too, to see if this man was real, and also if he was real, can we meet up? But we'll never know.
And
Probably
that's the
now
thing. I was like, God, I wanted them to talk. And
because
like, I understand Heidi. I understand when people have beefs and they don't like people. But when people are running a panel and they trying to get
mhm.
tea, and they tell you over and over, be quiet, calm down, wait, I'm gonna mute you, and you take yourself off mute. I hate when people do that.
Well, that's his fault. That's his fault for not controlling his panel. And CJ Wilson's the type too. He already knows what happened with Heidi and VS on his panel. Now, if VS hits his panel again and Heidi comes up in the back, Jay Wilson will click her on. You see what I'm saying? That's just the kind of person he is.
Yep.
You know, if you're his favorite, he's not going to hold you to the same rules as he would someone he doesn't like Jay Dunn or Brian, or Brian, or somebody like that. Because if she was doing all that, it wasn't the time or the place, and it wasn't about her. You
And
know.
it was like, I can see if Jay Wilson had both of them on the panel by themselves, and Heidi wants to get her rocks off, and she want to say, drop her nuts, whatever they call it, on VS, and then VS go back and forth with her. But we were really trying to get like the live, the whole show was good.
And then for her to be telling him, no, stay. Heidi know that if her husband asked her to get off that phone, she would tell everybody, I gotta go. Thank you for, but I gotta go. So, you wanted to get the tea from Ken, but you didn't want to get the tea from VS when she came up there. You see what I'm saying? The tea from Ken was so important. You wanted him to go against what his wife wanted him to do. which was to get off the phone. But when VS came up there to speak to the baby's father to get, it wasn't okay to get the tea from that. Am I making sense?
Right. Right.
You know, and Fran J. Wilson should have did better. There's a few people that he just is not going to go against on his
Yeah,
panel.
I just really wish that wouldn't have happened. I'm like, I understand you don't like VS, you got a beef with her, but we was in the middle of something and it was good, and I just think we would have got more out of it. But anyway,
Yeah,
nevertheless, it was still a good show. Um, people is on the fence about, if that was really the baby daddy or if that was Dory's, husband, Rolex. I don't know. Listen to it, hit me up, text me, and let me know what you think tomorrow.
I will do that. I will do that. But I got to get in here. It's time for his man. So,
Yeah.
it's good talking to you.
You
It's
too,
good.
my love.
Yeah, you too. You take care. Are you ready in the live or
Yes, I really
are
am. It's
you
almost 11
okay?
o'clock, and I'm up here getting all nasally because of girl. Yesterday on Halloween, the
Mm-hmm.
high was like 20.
Ooh.
Today, the high was like 50. So I'm like, my sinuses is all over the place. My
Hmm.
allergies is all over the place. So
Hmm.
I'm really like getting more nasally as the night goes on. So yeah, I'm about to drop off of here.
Okay,
But
real quick
I thank you
question.
so much
Real
for
quick.
joining me on the panel.
Let
I
me ask you a quick question. When are we going to get a picture of the living room with all the holiday decorations with your too early decorating behind?
You know what?
When?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put. You know what? First of all, I got like 5 boxes sitting in my living room.
Oh,
But
you
you
didn't
know what? Let
finish.
me just put a pic up here from last year. If you
Excuse me.
talking stuff, great. Because I got pictures right here in my thing. This is a picture of my house last year.
Oh,
My
that's
little
so
baby,
cute. Look
with
at
my little baby,
Ace. Look at the
and his hair is
baby.
down his back. Did you see his holiday outfit?
No, I
My
haven't seen
community
it.
wall.
No,
Go
I'm
to
gonna have
my
to go
community
look.
wall. He was Mario from Mario Brothers.
So
Go to my
cute.
community wall. His mother done put some beads in his hair, girl. His hair is like down his back.
He's so daggone cute.
Yes, he's so cute. So that's last year, and that's my fireplace in the living
Oh, that's
room.
pretty.
I got two fireplaces. I got one in the living room,
Yes,
in the basement. That's the living room
yes.
one,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh, that's so.
I,
Oh, that looks so pretty.
this is last year though. This is last year.
You had just moved in.
Yes, this was my first Christmas after I bought
Mm-hmm.
my house last year.
What
So that
size
was
is that
like,
TV, girl?
girl, I don't even know. I think it's like a 55 or a 60. I
Is
don't know.
that all? It looks bigger than that.
Child, I
Okay.
don't know. My sons got that TV for me. I don't
It
know,
look.
child.
Okay,
I really,
so
no matter of fact, I
but you
just
know
told him I'm going.
something, the gray on the fireplace and
Yeah,
that red, it really sets it off.
yes.
It
So with
really
the
does.
this year, I'm
Beautiful.
trying to figure out what colors I want to do for the tree this year. I got all my boxes sitting right next to the fireplace right now as we speak. They in the living room. So a lot of the same decorations will be put up, but this weekend, me and my homegirl is supposed to go to. Some people know this about me, but for Christmas, I like to go to thrift stores and I like to get decorations from thrift stores because I'm telling you, around the Christmas season, the thrift stores be popping. I mean, it's so much nice Christmas decorations in the Goodwills and the
Hmm.
thrift stores. So some things I do buy, like my lights and all that kind of shit. I do buy like from Amazon, Walmart, Dollar Store, stuff like that. But some things I like to go to the thrift stores and see what I can find. And every year I pick up maybe two, three, four pieces to add to the house. But yeah, the thrift stores is where it's at for Christmas holidays. Like seriously. But
Mm.
yeah, so that's what we doing this weekend. We gonna go to the thrift stores and see if we can pick up a few things.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
after I redecorate this Christmas, which will be this weekend, for this Christmas, it'll be this weekend. Then I'll post the pics and stuff, and I'll see some pics.
Okay, good.
But yeah,
Because
again, or for last year, for the people who might be coming in, this is last year's decorations.
it looks really cute. I
Yeah.
bought an Amazon tree this year where everything, the bulbs, the lights, everything's already connected,
Uh
and you
huh.
put together this little pole, and you drop the whole tree over the pole, and you take a piece and lift it up and hook it on the top of the pole, and the tree's set. You just plug it in and the
Uh,
lights come on. Girl, I ain't doing it no more. I'm over all that decorating. All the
I love
stuff is
it.
already connected to the tree. I'm not adding any extra.
I
I'm
love
good.
it. And did you see my short video I made of my lights on the roof?
Yes.
Yes, I had my handyman. I always people be talking shit about me, but you know what? If you live in the
Child.
Midwest, for the people who live in the very cold weather states where you know it could be a snowstorm any second after fall, like in the middle of fall, you sometimes you don't get a fall. It just goes straight to winter. So when it comes to my roof lights, I get them put up like middle of October or early October. So my lights been up. They been up. I'm just ready to turn them bad boys on. But yeah, I always get them on the roof like by at least October 15th because it will snow here and have a snowstorm out of nowhere in the
You
Midwest.
are ridiculous. I'm gonna let it slide because I grew up in the mid. I grew up in the Midwest, so I know what you're talking about. But I just can't believe you put up your Christmas stuff in October.
But see, the thing is, they're just
That's
up.
offensive.
They're not lit. They're just up. So you wouldn't even know they're
Girl,
up.
I'm talking about the tree and everything. I
Oh no,
can't believe.
honey. Yes, yes, honey. Let me tell you something. Okay, I love Christmas and the holidays so much. Uh,
Oh,
Christmas, the holiday month of December is not
excuse
long.
me.
It's not long enough. You know how it takes all that time to decorate your damn house, and then you gotta turn right back around and take all the shit down. No, I like to have my shit up there from November all the way to January.
I've never, I've
Yeah,
never been that person. I've
yeah.
always, no,
I
no,
have always been that person, but I used to do
mm-mm.
it the day after Thanksgiving. That's when I used to do it. But after my kids got older and they stopped going trick or treating, I started doing it right after Halloween.
Okay. I was talking to my dad
Uh,
about, with the day, the decorations. He
what do you
said,
say?
he said, it's actually logical. I was like, how is it logical? He was like, well, your grandmother, and I completely forgot about this. He was like, at the close to the end of October, she would do, she would do, um, uh, she would do fall, Thanksgiving ish, and Christmas. She'd mix it all real nicely. He
Uh
was like, and as each holiday would pass, she'd start putting away stuff
huh.
until by Christmas she was only left with Christmas stuff, and she put that away. He said she just do it all at once, and I completely forgot about that.
Uh huh.
But that just means you and her were crazy. That's all.
Girl, you should see my
You
godmom.
both were crazy. Mm-mm.
My godmom, her house, man. I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
take pictures. I didn't post the pictures before on YouTube, but I mean on Facebook. But I'm gonna take pictures of my godmom's decorations. You boy, I mean she got trains and all. I mean she got boy. You can barely walk through her house. She be having so much Christmas shit around her house,
Mm-mm.
but it looks all so beautiful. The inside and the outside of the house, it just look like a winter wonderland.
It's probably beautiful, but
It's
I
beautiful.
wish I would start not on October doing
She has to
Christmas
start.
stuff. No.
She
Yeah,
really
her.
has to
Yeah.
start early because
With
she
you.
has. so much shit. She
Mm-mm.
has to start early. And she
Mm-mm.
decorates the main floor, the second floor, the basement. She has
Mm-mm.
trees. She has one tree on the main floor, one tree
Mm-mm.
in the family room in the basement. So she really has to start early
Mm-mm.
to do her
Mm-mm.
decorations. Yep.
Is anyone in your chat, are they decorating this daggone early?
You said anybody and where?
In the chat, it just,
Oh,
I
I don't know
don't
about
know.
the chat, but I have friends. Like, let me tell you something. One of my cousins is a doctor. She's well known. She's even been on Good Morning America when COVID hit. She's well known doctor here in the Midwest, and she has 3 trees. Like she has a girl. I ain't trying to put all her business out there, but she has a very expensive, like a mansion type of house here in the Midwest,
Mm-hmm.
and she starts early because her house is so big. So she starts early. So a lot of people I know who do it, they're like family and friends. I don't know about the people on YouTube,
Mm.
but
Well,
yeah.
girl, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your pictures, and I will be doing mine the day after Thanksgiving. It's probably going to take me 30 minutes to do everything, and I'll be done. I'm going to pull that tree and hook it
Okay.
up. I'm going to hook it up on that pole, plug it in, and I got about maybe 20 things. I'm just going to sit around and I'm be done.
And that's cool. I know some
Yeah.
people who only have a table Christmas tree that they put up.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
whatever you like, whatever you want to do for the holidays. To each his own. Some people like to go all out, and
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
think I go all out. I just think I go out early.
You go out early. Yeah,
Yeah,
you go out
literally
early.
all out. I mean, oh my god, like my godmom. But
Yeah.
yeah, the season has a different meaning for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when it comes to people who might have a lot of lost a lot, family over the holidays and stuff. Sometimes people don't want to do nothing at all. So,
I wasn't gonna do one, but my
yeah,
dad said he wanted to, cause you know what I mean. He wanted to have one, so
I get,
yeah, I went ahead, cause I'm in Dallas. I'm
yeah,
not at home, cause he lives in Dallas, so um, that's why I ordered that one off Amazon, and really don't want to do much
yeah,
to put it up, but he wants to see one, so we're gonna do it, and um, that's it. That's all.
yeah.
Now he has a balcony. You're making me think I might want to put some lights on the balcony since you put
Yes,
some
you
on
do.
your roof. Yeah, try to make it real
Girl,
special
I
for
got
him.
I got lights all on my back,
Ugh,
all
ugh.
around my fence, around the patio, around.
Girl, people
Yeah.
like you used to irritate me in my
And I'm a corner
neighborhood.
house. And I'm a
Hmm.
corner house. Girl, you should see. Oh, God. I'm going to send you pictures of my yard from back.
You're not gonna have reindeer and stuff
No,
standing in it.
see,
Okay, good.
where my
Okay.
house sits, I'm a corner lot and I'm on a
Hmm.
hill. So even a block or two before you get to my house, you see my house.
Oh my
And
God.
you can literally see my house from way down the street because shit I have in my yard for Christmas. So I'm gonna have to show you the pictures from last year. But it was really nice. It was really
it makes me happy that you get so happy for
I love
off of it. Yeah,
I
because
love it. And when my
I
little
like.
grandbaby come over, I'll be like, look at the lights, Ace, look at the
Oh,
lights.
he's so daggone cute. All right then, girl. Well, thank you so much.
No
I'm
problem.
5 minutes late
Glad
on
I love
meds.
you. I appreciate you jumping on.
Okay, I'll see you later.
All right, hon.
Bye bye.
Hit me up tomorrow after you watch the show, okay? Jay will.
Okay,
All right.
okay, I will.
Okay. And we will be live tomorrow. So for those of y'all who missed Jay Wilson's live, tomorrow night after Corio watches it and check it out, we gonna come back on here tomorrow night and the people who missed it, like everything from Heidi Fly to Canola to the alleged Kiki baby daddy, to Dory, to for the people who missed the live, you definitely gotta check out Jay Wilson's live and watch it, and then we gonna be back on here tomorrow night for the people who just got to watch it to give their little, commentary or whatever. But anyway, you guys, make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you to all my new subscribers, all our new members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the cash apps. If anybody wants to be a blessing, $ the hood table 402 is our cash app, y'all. And as we always go out or end the show, please make sure you stay safe, remain vigilant at all times, be blessed, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.